Hi, it's great to see you. Pete Baker here from Pais GB, just bringing you our March update. So first of all, I'd like to update you on some of the things that Pais GB have been involved in the last few weeks. First of all was our swap conference in this very building here at the Faithworks Church. We hosted Pais European swap conference. So we had our wonderful Pais teams from Northern Ireland and the leaders from Pais Germany, and also our 9 schools teams here from Pais GB. We also had M4 in the building, so if you were part of M4, give us a wave. Those wonderful M4 delegates. We have 40 young people in this room from all over the country who are currently already involved in some kind of missional work in their community. Now what makes them really special is that these 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds, these aren't full-time on a gap year, these aren't employed, these aren't professionals, these are young people who are in school, who are in year 9, in year 10, who are maybe from a non-Christian background, who are affecting their school and their community and their friends and their street for Jesus. And it was a real privilege to have them here for the M4 conference. We had Paul Gibbs as our special speaker. He was brilliant, Pais Global and Founding Director, here speaking about God's Garden, and he really blessed and challenged and really got us thinking as schools workers, as people affecting our communities. It really got us thinking about the whole thing. If you want to find out more, then check out more of the Pais Project website for information about Paul and the God's Garden series. So SWAP was great, and it really strengthened us and stretched us for the rest of this academic year. Since then, we've also been involved in the Youth Alive Respect Tour with Reggie Dabbs. A few of our teams in Manchester and around the Manchester area, and the Richmond team travelled for 2 hours with some of their young people just to hear Reggie Dabbs speak in Manchester Cathedral. And I know that the Rotherham team as well got really involved with what Reggie Dabbs was doing in Sheffield and Scunthorpe, and it's been a great time this year with the work that Pais teams are doing and the work that Youth Alive and Audacious are doing nationally, and the great gifting that God's given to Reggie Dabbs. We're hoping for more than 1,000 young people to come to know Jesus again this year. With Pais GB, just in the schools work that they're doing, since we last spoke to you, they've seen 10,000 young people in schools. Just over the last few weeks, 10,000 young people who Pais teams will have seen in a lunchtime club, an assembly, a after-school club, a breakfast club, maybe a lunchtime support, maybe in a football club, maybe in a drama club. This year's been a great year. This year, like I've said, we're reaching tens of thousands of people every month with the good news of Jesus. We're seeing children and young people become part of the local church. I know of 27 young people that recently attended a church because of a Pais intern working in their local school, which is incredible. We're seeing young people find faith in Jesus, and we don't want to restrict it, we don't want to stop it, we want to spread it. And, we felt years ago through Paul speaking to, from God speaking to Paul Gibbs, that we were meant to spread. We were meant to spread this message. It wasn't meant to be restricted and held back. We were meant to enlarge the place of our tent. We are planning a team for the Rhondda Valley in mid-Wales. It's a beautiful place and great churches in that community already working with local schools, and we're really excited about the opportunity to have a Pais team planted in the Rhondda. We're also talking to a group of churches in Bristol about a Pais team planted there, and we're really excited that Bristol could be something of a launch pad for Pais into the south. At the moment we have Pais teams in the north, Pais teams in the Midlands, and we don't have a presence in the south. Now we feel that Pais in Bristol could become that presence in the south, could become a place of strength, of great churches, great impact in local schools. Then we could launch from there to work all across the south of England. So please pray for us as we work towards planting a Pais team in Bristol. We're also talking to some quite significant churches in Manchester about having a Pais team in Manchester again, in the heart of the city. in a city that's been so significant for Pais. At the moment we kind of have teams on the outskirts of Manchester in Oldham and Bolton and Glossop, and we'd love it again to have a team in the heart of the city working with a church that is influencing and shaping the city. So please pray for us as we look forward to next year. We're really thankful and we really feel blessed by God that there's so many applicants at the moment, so many people applying for Pais, being accepted onto the Pais project. Just today I accepted somebody else onto Pais project for Great Britain for next academic year. We're talking to team leaders now about staying on Pais for next year so that we can go from 9 schools teams to 12 schools teams, so that we can have a bigger impact, so we can see more thousands of young people reached with the good news of Jesus. So please pray for us, please pray for our support staff team who do a great job, who make Pais happen, who are the stakes that make Pais strong. Please pray for their health, for their financial support, for their families, for their relationships, for their local churches. Please pray for us that when we talk about all these grand, amazing ideas, please pray for our relationship with God. Please pray for our relationship with our communities, with our local churches, that we'd live out all this stuff, that we would truly be missionaries making missionaries, that we would be truly living out an authentic, radical adventure with King Jesus. Thank you for watching this.